How's it going, everyone? Welcome. How are you doing today? It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks since I made a video. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. I had a deadline to meet with the art project, so I had no extra time at all to make a video. Maybe some live streaming I did here and there. And then last week was the stress about Milton, the hurricane coming through. Luckily, everything's okay in my area. This is some minor damage. A lot of people didn't luck out in the same way I did. I didn't lose power or anything, so it was a stressful week, just trying to help myself and try to help others around me the best way I could. So yeah, but I'm back. It's a whole new week and time to make some videos for y'all. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 co-op games I think that you should be playing. If you have some buddies and you're like, I want to play a co-op game together, I think these 3 games are going to be the game for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first game that we're going to talk about is Raven's Watch, a game that I've been singing its praises for a very long time, ever since it's been in early access. It just released recently to version 1.0, so people on PC on Steam could play it. I think it's going to come out for consoles next month, if I am not mistaken. You could wishlist it on PS5. I did recently. It's a game that I definitely want to play with all my buddies. One of my buddies doesn't have PC, so he wasn't able to experience this with my homies that have PC. A great game. A co-op roguelike game, so every time you go in is different. I think it procedurally generated maps. There's different zones. I think there's 4 different zones. Super fun to play. The combat feels amazing, impactful. A lot of different characters to choose from. Wukong and the Siren chick are some of my favorite characters to play. Every character has like their unique play style, and you just got to find which one you like. The new character they released with version 1.0, I think Camilla. She's like the vampire chick. You're seeing her right now on my gameplay. Fun to mess around with and try out. Definitely could get super OP if you spec her right. With every level, you get to choose like a buff. And you could like re-roll. You have a certain amount of re-rolls. Just, it's like a roguelike, so it depends on your luck, your fate. But you have some autonomy with that because you get more re-roll items to do to try to get spec into your best build. That's what I do with Sung Wukong a lot. I don't know. It's a fun game. Up to 4 players. Online co-op. Super fun. I don't think it's couch co-op yet. I think it's just online play. But super fun. It's a game that's like under $25 or $25 or under. So check it out if you're on Steam. If you're looking for a fun game to play with friends that has a ton of replayability and you can unlock new characters, check this out. Raven's Watch. On to the next one. So the second game we're going to go over is Wayfinder. This is Echo's release, so they totally rehauled the whole entire game. The initial release of this game was very poor connections. It was like a free-to-play MMO. I'm hyped that they got away from that area because it wasn't working for them. Things weren't just stacking up in their favor. Servers were terrible, login queues, a ton of bugs, so much bugs. I kept with the game, but it definitely took you out of the experience because you would just walk wrong or walk on a rock wrong and you would disconnect, and then you would have to go back into the queues, especially like the first few days. The queue times were like 2 to 3 hours. It was bonkers, but I still put a bunch of hours in because I paid for it and I just wanted to see what this game was about. I saw the potential in this game. That's why I kept to it. The combat felt great, so that was another thing that kept me in it. It's not like the gameplay was terrible. It was just everything else around it was terrible. So this is Echoes. I believe you could get it on Steam now for like $25. I'm not too sure if you could get it yet or get it on consoles just yet. I think that's coming soon. But if you did buy it on consoles in early release, you are able to still play it, still play the Echoes. So if you and your buddies want to play this on Steam or coming soon to consoles, you can, up to 3 players per lobby. So it's lobby based now, so it's not a big MMO style. So you and 3 friends, kind of like Monster Hunter, could group up and fight, go through dungeons, get new armor, get new accessories, get new weapons, and just try out things. So there's no longer that huge and agonizing grind like it was before. And also different characters you can unlock in this game are super easy to get versus like the older games. Now with this one, you kind of got to grind for if you want to like level up your character as the base character and level up like to Ascendant to make him stronger. So that's a cool grind to chase. But this game, I've been singing its praises ever since Echo's release. Ton of fun to play. If you guys are in for that like action RPG style game, this is it. I think they're going to come out with more updates for this game. I'm looking forward to it. One thing I gotta say is just chill out with the AoE attacks. There's so many AoE attacks on the floor that you gotta either jump or dodge. That's cool that you get to jump them. Most of them, you just have to jump up and you avoid them. But like, jeez, you can't get rolling. There's always an AoE on the ground. But other than that, this game is a ton of fun. Weapons are cool to play. They all feel different and unique. So yeah, this is Wayfinder. Up to 3 players. Check it out and let me know what you think. On to the next one. The last game here is Towerborn, a game that caught me off guard. It is a ARPG side scroller beat 'em up game. Is that crazy? And it works. The combo system is probably the best I've ever seen in a side scroller game, like side scroller beat 'em up game. This is like you get to create your own character. I think there's up to 4 people could be on your party at any time. You just get to use these different weapons and they all feel unique. They all have a cool combo system with them. It just feels awesome. Like the first time I picked them up and just tried the different combos, I'm like, dang, this feels nice. It's that refreshing feeling of a, like, you love beat 'em up games, but it just gets repetitive after a long time. This one you get to switch weapons, get better armor, and it just gives a different feel for the gameplay. The gameplay in this game is something amazing. I love the gameplay in this game. It's going to be a free-to-play game soon. I don't really see how they could like really crush it with monetization. They're not going to hinder your experience in playing it, because if they go with this model, you can play the game right now. If you want to do early access, it's about like 25 bucks. I got it and just been having a fun time trying to get my friends about this game. But every time I go on, I see a bunch of people online. So it's kind of like an MMO light beat 'em up game. Is that unique? The combos go crazy in this game. I dig this game a bunch. This is Battleborn. Like I said, up to 4 players. You get, as right now, there's 4 different weapon classes. There's like the sword and shield. Like you can see right now, I have those big like melee gloves. There's this like heavy weapon that you could just burst them up in the air, and this like hard hitting attacks. It's kind of like a gun lance. And then you have the daggers, so you run like Naruto, you're like a ninja. That one's a cool one too. Like the abilities on that one are cool. Like, and as you level up, you get different abilities per your weapon. So just way more strings to set your combos. So if you're like fighting games, if you like MMOs at all, this game's gonna be for you. If you like have a good time with your friends and play games together, this game's gonna be for you. This one's Battleborn, up to 4 players in early access still. But if you want to play right now, you can pay 25 bucks for it. It is gonna come free to play, I think, for Steam and Xbox. I don't think there's gonna be a release for PlayStation, because the only things I saw were for Xbox and Steam. I wish they bring it out for PlayStation. More the merrier. More people together just makes a game like this expand and grow, especially one that's like an MMO light. All right, guys. So these are the 3 indie games, co-op indie games that I definitely recommend you try with you and your buddies, or you could play solo as well. You always have one other buddy, or up to 4 people. Well, except for Wayfinder, it's only 3 people could play. But all are fun to play solo too. So if you are looking for any games to sit down and enjoy, some ARPG style, like indie style, not like a full heavy price game, but like feel well like a full price game, these are going to be it for you. Love you guys to pieces. I'm glad to be back. Take it easy, savers and saberizing. Love y'all. Till next time. Peace.